Are we now ready? In today's NRM Parliamentary Caucus meeting, in the keynote address by His Excellency the President and the National Chairperson of NRM, he appealed or advised Ugandans in general and members of the NRM in particular who are aspiring to lead to always seek for success through godly ways and to allow their actions to be based on honesty, trust, and repentance. On the outcome of the recently concluded NRM party primaries, the NRM Parliamentary Caucus resolved to wait for the NRM Disputes Tribunal to conclude all petitions before them, and thereafter convene a meeting of the NRM Parliamentary Caucus to discuss salient issues in regard to primaries and come out with way forward. I submit. Yeah. The NRM Parliamentary Caucus sits under its rules of procedure every month. That is a given. Now, in today's caucus, just like I've briefed you, others are talking about what about violence? The outcome of the tribunal, what will you do? Members had anxiety. Those who have already declared they're going independent. Let me start with the issue of violence. On the issue of violence, that you know borders criminality. And as we speak, on the directive of the National Chairman of NRM, over 300 members of the party have been apprehended and are currently undergoing investigations with the view of producing them in court to answer criminal charges. So that one is a given under our criminal justice system. The aspect that we have deferred are what you are talking about, the outcome of the tribunal. Members had anxiety. There are those who have already declared. The party for now has said, as NRM Parliamentary Caucus, let's put a halt to any discussion in regard to the outcome of the NRM primaries. Why? Because at the moment, there is an ongoing process of hearing the different petitions from all parts of the country. Any discussion now can be construed to be in contempt of the proceedings of the tribunal, but also sub judice. That is why the caucus, in its wisdom, decided that now that the process of hearing the petitions are going before the tribunal, let's wait until they are all concluded. Then another meeting of the NRM Parliamentary Caucus will now be convened for purposes of debating and discussing the salient issues in regard to the just concluded NRM primary. So for now, really, you are trying to really fish in the deep end of the waters, but we have not yet reached there. We are still where we are, that let the due process of our internal justice system be concluded by the NRM Disputes Tribunal, and thereafter we can interrogate politically by getting testimonies from people who participated, by hearing from members who participated through a formal meeting of the caucus. We do not want to be misconstrued to be acting in contempt of the NRM Disputes Tribunal. we do not want to be misconstrued to be acting in anticipation. We do not want to be misconstrued to be acting against our own internal rules. We set rules, we set regulations before we went into the primaries, that in the event of any dispute, there will be appointed the NRM Disputes Tribunal to handle. The tribunal is currently handling. Let's give them time, then thereafter we can politically interrogate events that unfold.
I asked the question whether the president had time to console the members first. I heard it was among the expectations of members.
So, for you, consolation, what do you mean?
Handshake. Sorry, things do happen.
I have no comment.
Honorable, mine and your mighty
For
party.
now, we have said there is a due process. We have said no for now until the due process is concluded. That is when we shall interrogate all you are talking about, be it root causes, be it signs and symptoms. Any other thing will be interrogated after the due process is concluded by the tribunal. And as such, there's nothing to
No, I'm
report.
just taking this advantage.
Yeah, there is nothing to report.
As a government chief to hear whether this is something you are still considering.
What is it relevant to today's meeting? Is it relevant to today's meeting?
Yeah, because it's all.
I've said we did not discuss and there is nothing to report.
Chief Whip, we are heading to SEC elections this month, in fact. Haven't you talked about anything about it? Because we are seeing some of the SEC members, they are fighting each other, word and...
Causing more
We have
injury.
told you what we discussed. Why do you want us to discuss with you?
Why are you now taking us on the fishing?
Thank you so much.
Where are you taking
You're the
us?
one taking us to.
No, you are the one. We have told you what we are doing. Now,
We are going to do some ground checkup.
Uganda is the warrior.
yeah, the Uganda version, even the Karamojo version is available.
We want to Nyankoro also, and it's
That one is a basement issue.
Ziddwa ekibiina ekya NRM kyatandikibwawo ku lwa empisa z'eddini. Era nga namwe mukimanyi nti mmoto yaffe eri ku lwa Katonda n'ensi yaffe. Omukulembeze n'atutegeeza nti kaakati mu kintu kyonna ekiba kikoleddwa n'ekisasa gye twavaamu tusooka okubaamu obuntu, empisa n'eddiini. Ekitegeeza nti abakulembeze ffenna bwe tuba tukola tutaanye okuleka omululu n'okweyagaliza tubeemu empisa n'eddiini. Ne tukkirizaganya nti ebyo byonna ebyaliwo mu kalulu akawedde aka-LC5 ka member parliament nga mwalimu ebirumira, twassaawo akakiiko akatunuulira ensonga ezo, era ensonga ezo bwe zinaaba zimaze okutunuulirwa nga akakiiko kadde report nga enkeera bwe gagenda okutandika, tujja kuddamu ng'abaka ba NRM tusobole okulabika nga tukubaganya ebirowoozo ku nsonga ezo ezinaaba zivudde mu lukiiko olwo olwateereddwawo. Byebyo ebibaddeyo olunaku olwaleero. Nga bwekimanyi nti constitution yaffe tuwa omwaganya oluvannyuma lwa myaka 5 bino teeka bateeka okuteekebwawo. Ate byonna bye tukola tugoberera timetable y'electoral commission. So eno y'ensonga enkulu kubanga erambikiddwa mu mateeka.
Baganda nkubaza mboko.
to my
Bejja okukamugunya.